Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game! When we last left off, we acquired the first HM of the game, HM5. Kind of weird that they are not numbered in the order that you get them. Like, even in the original games that was this situation. It was weird how they were acquired out of order. Well, whatever. We got Flash now. Not only does it reduce accuracy of opponents, but it allows us to light up dark areas, such as that cave we encountered earlier. However, there's no point of actually learning this now that I think about it, because we can't actually fully explore that cave. There is a blockade in it that we cannot pass right now, so I'm actually going to ignore that for the time being. Let's go ahead and get out of here. What is this? Full heal. So, normally in Pokemon Silver, that is an escape rope. That way you can just use it and leave this place without having to traverse through the potential random encounters on the way out. Regardless, having a full heal is still kinda nice. That will certainly be coming in handy throughout this adventure. And honestly, it doesn't hurt to get into another random encounter. Could always use the experience points. Assuming we're fighting something that we can take down. Oh, so it does know an electric attack. That's a good thing it didn't use that. Oh boy, that is paralysis. It's a good thing it didn't use that on Ho-Oh. Also, remember what I just said about full heal being useful? Would certainly be useful in this situation. However, Electabuzz only needs one more attack, and probably not going to hit another encounter in this place, so not going to worry about that. And we are free from random encounters now. There are none on the bottom floor. I can't remember for sure, but I don't think there's any on the top floor either. Now then, time to heal up and head to the first gym. Which reminds me, there is a very popular option for randomizers. Basically, what a lot of people will do is make it so that trainers are type-themed. Meaning, if a trainer has one fire Pokemon, all of their Pokemon will be fire Pokemon. And that also affects gyms. If one trainer in a gym has a fire Pokemon, they all have fire Pokemon. I have decided not to go with that option. On account of the other situation where I decided to have Pokemon randomized based on strength. And the reason why I decided not to do type-themed gyms is for the sake of certain other trainers, like your rival and the final boss. I want them to be able to have a variety of different types so that the battles with them are more interesting than, oh, you have nothing but fire Pokemon. Okay, Maddie, go ahead and wipe the team for me. So, that is definitely going to be not a thing. Hey, I'm no trainer, but I can give some advice. Believe me, if you believe, a championship dream can come true. Oh, I definitely have a dream about the championship. But we'll go after that after I am born. You believe? Then listen. The grass type is weak against the flying type. Keep this in mind. Your advice is irrelevant considering that there is no type theming. Let me see if you are good enough to face Falkner. Preschooler Abe wants to battle. Okay. Sure. You know, it's kind of appropriate to have a preschooler who has a Jigglypuff. And Maddie says, nice mohawk, kid. Indeed. Okay, I am definitely glad I randomized the trainer classes. Ooh, burn. So in regards to type theming, Maddie says it's a better option from about Gen 3 to 4 onwards, I'd say. More dual type Pokemon. Yeah, dual typing definitely helps mix things up a bit. Not so much in this generation. This can't be true! Oh, don't be a baby. This is pathetic, losing to some rookie trainer. Next! Alright, under normal circumstances, this is a flying type gym. The keyword is guts. Those here are training night and day to become bird Pokemon masters. Come on! The interesting thing is, normally at this point in the game, you do not have an electric Pokemon to take advantage of bird weaknesses. The first electric Pokemon is blocked off by a random NPC, who doesn't want you to go any further until you've beaten this gym. Little different in the Crystal version, though. In Crystal version, they totally allow you to grab an electric Pokemon for this gym. Admittedly, that does make things rather easy. Oh... You got Smog. Thankfully not poisoned. Stripeback is pointing out that you can get rock Pokemon from the Dark Cave. Yeah, true. By this point in the game, you could have a Geodude. And also trade for an Onix, as Maddie is pointing out. Onix is actually a really good Pokemon to have at this point in the game. As for Geodude, I typically never use Geodude because it is especially crap. It's all about the physical defense, and everything else, it's just awful. Defense-wise, I mean. Which reminds me, why are so many Rock-type Pokemon also Ground-type Pokemon? It's bad enough that they're weak against grass and water, but do you really need to make it so that they are doubly weak to those? What Pokemon is this again? Hoppip. That is one of those Pokemon we could have started with on this adventure. Maddie says that Game Freak wasn't very creative at the time. You know, that's definitely true. Look at how many Grass-type Pokemon were also Poison-type. Hoppip here is a rare exception. Level 10 for Maddie. Learned Withdraw. Probably not going to use that too often. I'd rather spend a turn attacking rather than spend a turn boosting defense a slight bit. Falkner's skills are for real. Don't get cocky just because you beat me. Antidote, antidote, antidote. Didn't buy antidotes yet. Be right back. Actually, going to the shop would have been faster. Good news is, Maddie survived the poison this time. Now, how about those antidotes? They are definitely seeming to be kind of important on this randomized run. Antidote. 5. That is typically the amount I go with when it comes to status healers. 5 of each item. And then restock as needed. The Air Force is asking, why is the color Super Game Boy instead of Game Boy Color? That is my own choice. I decided to go with Super Game Boy Colors as a way to make this run a little more interesting. Because, as I have previously put it, everyone's seen this in full color. It would be interesting to see this in a different shade. Okay, so not knowing what Pokemon Falkner is going to have doesn't really matter a whole lot who we send out first. However, River Boy is going to send out Girafarig. Strikeback is asking, I take it that's why you went with Silver instead of Crystal? Yes, Crystal is Game Boy Color only, does not work with Super Game Boy. So, yeah. I'm Falkner, the Violet Pokemon Gym Leader. We will say that you can clip flying-type Pokemon's wings with a jolt of electricity. I won't allow such insults to bird Pokemon. I'll show you the real power of the magnificent bird Pokemon. Are you even gonna have a bird Pokemon? Ooh, boss music. I am glad the gym leaders have boss music. Also, you are a writer, not a leader. Aww, you're gonna make me take out a Nidoran? Well, Girafarig was a good choice apparently. You know what? I'm gonna think of it this way. I'm not even born yet. It's not me who is taking out the Nidoran. Definitely glad this is not a Nuzlocke run. Oh, Slowpoke. Well, the Nidoran was certainly a new one. Slowpoke? Huh. What do? Girafarig could probably handle this Slowpoke pretty easily, but Flaaffy has prior experience with these. Maddie says, Slowpoke's always neat. I need to use one sometime. Slowpoke is adorable. He is an adorable little dirt face. Strikeback asks, do you consider Slowpoke to be a hippo, an otter, or a salamander? Not really an otter, although I could kind of see that. Maybe... well, you know what? Maybe it's like a mix between an otter and hippo. Darn! My dad's cherished bird, air quotes, Pokemon. It was bound to happen at some point. So I am using an Xbox 360 controller here, and I have used this for so long the battery cover has come loose. I basically taped it shut in order to make it tighter. Unfortunately, that does not guarantee that it does not come loose and lose power. So excuse me while I re-enable the controller in the options here. Right, left, up, down. By the way, as for an emulator, I am using BGB. It is a nice emulator, but really annoying how if your controller disconnects, you have to reconfigure it. Now then, my dad's cherished bird Pokemon. Alright, take this. It's the official Pokemon League Zephyr badge. And a lot of money. Huzzah! First badge acquired. And I have remembered to include it in the chart. Zephyr badge raises the attack power of Pokemon. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. In Generation 1 and 2, maybe also Generation 3, the badges had special effects on your Pokemon. It wasn't much, but it was kind of neat how they did more than just allow you to raise Pokemon up to level 80. It also enables Pokemon to use Flash if they have it anytime. Here, take this too. Ooh, TM31. By using a TM, a Pokemon will instantly learn a new move. Think before you act. A TM can be used only once. TM31 contains Mud Slap. It reduces the enemy's accuracy while it causes damage. In other words, it is both defensive and offensive. Okay, so let me tell you about TM randomization. I decided not to randomize TMs because there is one particular TM in this game that I want to learn as a Pokemon, but normally can't. So what I instead did is I randomized TM compatibility. The way it works is, if it's the same type TM, it's a 90% chance that you will learn it. If it's a normal type, it's 50%. Everything else is, I think, 15%. So odds are good that I will learn the TM that I want to learn. That said, in regards to this, only Flaaffy can use Mud Slap. Oh yeah, and Beer Force has reminded me that TMs in these older games can only be used once, which kinda sucks. I like it in the new games where they can be used as much as you want. It really makes it hard to use in these older games, cause Flaaffy might be the only one on this team that can learn Mud Slap, but it's a one-time deal. To use it on Flaaffy or save it for later? Let's wait and see what hatches from the egg that we are about to acquire. Hello, Roboboy! We discovered something about the egg. My assistant is at the Pokemon Center in Violet City. Could you talk to him? So Beer Force is asking whether I have a Switch Pro controller, and the answer is no. That thing is $80. I am not spending $80 on a controller when I already have the Joy-Cons. It costs less money to buy a new game. Like, yeesh. Roboboy, long time no see. Professor Elm asked me to find you. He has another favor to ask. Would you take the Pokemon egg? Yes. And now to add the egg to the list. In hindsight, I probably should have done this ahead of time, because I knew the egg would be getting acquired in this stream. Regardless, we're doing this live. So, give me a minute here. And there we go. At the very least, it does not take long to do that. We discovered that a Pokemon will not hatch until it grows in the egg. Okay, this part has always interested me. If this is the situation, how are wild Pokemon born? It also has to be with other active Pokemon to hatch. Well, that prerequisite I can see. Roboboy, you're the only person we can rely on. Please call Professor Elm when that egg hatches. I'm a little curious if that'll work. I feel like the game is going to be expecting me to be hatching a Togepi, so even if this hatches, I don't know that it'll acknowledge that it did. Now then, this egg. Basically, the way it works is... it's not based on time, it's based on how many steps you take. A lot of people would probably just walk around and, like in one spot, walk around for like 10 minutes until it hatches. I'm gonna be doing this kind of legit though. Just gonna continue on with the adventure until it just so happens to hatch. By the way, as a reminder, this egg could hatch into just about any Pokemon in this game, and also of any gender. I don't suppose there is anybody in the stream chat right now that wants to gamble what sort of Pokemon they would be born as and let me name them this Pokemon. That would be an interesting discovery, gotta say, not knowing what you'll be born as. Ooh, I just remembered something. Now that we have beaten the first gym, there is an item that can be acquired near the start of the game. And although it is a bit of a trek, especially since we don't have Cut yet, I kind of want to have it right now. Also gives us a chance to collect some more berries. They grow a single new berry each day. Kind of a slow process now that I think about it. Also not a bad opportunity to be doing some grinding here, especially for Ho-Oh versus Delibird. Maddie says, I spent a lot of time just going and grabbing berries off screen. You know, me too. I played Pokemon Crystal earlier this year, and during my adventure, like every single day, I would hop on my bike and go around collecting berries. At least the easy ones. The ones that didn't require traversing through a dungeon. I had quite a stock during my playthrough. So Beer Force does not seem entirely brave enough to gamble his species and gender. Ah well, there's still time for somebody else to show up and possibly take that gamble. Level up. So Maddie suggested that Ho-Oh will learn something every 10 levels. So maybe something at level 10 would be nice to have more than one attack. More specifically, more than 5 hits. Here we are. Tuscany. Or is it Tuscany? I do believe that this is the first time we've met. Please allow me to introduce myself. I am Tuscany of Tuesday. By way of introduction, please accept this gift, a pink bow. As a matter of fact, I like pink, as you guys are probably well aware. Wouldn't you agree that it is most adorable? I would agree. It strengthens normal type moves. I am certain it will be of use. Indeed. Now, who to give this to? Giraffarigg's got some good normal type moves. But being so good, not necessarily necessary. I know, let's give it to Strike Back. Stripeback is gonna wear a pink bow. There. Now you are adorable. Now to go ahead and make the trek back to town. Specifically Violet City. Actually, while we make this trek, let's go ahead and head into my next episode break. And when we come back, I think we're gonna explore some ruins.